Nebraska wrapped up spring practice number 11 here on Tuesday, as it will be a busy week with practices both Thursday and Friday before Saturday's red-white spring game. And for the first time, we got a better idea of what to expect as far as the format goes for that spring game.
Yeah, we've been discussing it. We're going to have a real game minus some kicking plays that'll just be kind of on air, but we're going to go just a normal game format for the first half and have a running clock in the second half until the last 5 minutes, and then have a regular clock again.
As for how the teams will be broken up in terms of quarterbacks, Frost is still keeping that information pretty guarded.
You know, we're going to put, honestly, the majority of the guys that are doing well on one side. I want to get some guys some experience and having some success on both sides of the ball. And, of course, we've done that way before, and the other team would win. So I expect great competition. There'll be a couple guys that get some reps, and we're going to get out of there for health's sake, and I expect a pretty even ball game after that.
There is also some concern going into the red-white spring game. A number of players have been battling sickness over the last week, and that could really affect how they do things on Saturday.
No, we have a pretty good virus going around right now. We're missing a lot of guys today because of sickness, and hopefully our guys are tough enough to practice through a little sniffle here and there. But we have some guys with bad fevers and a lot of guys sick, so we had a number of guys that missed today, and JD has missed a few days. So we're trying to get them all healthy and hopefully have them ready for the spring game. But we'll see how we can contain this thing and try to keep everybody healthy. But right now our numbers are kind of dangerously low going into the spring game.
Are there any guys that have been ruled out for the spring game right now?
No, I don't know if anybody's been ruled out that's sick. Hopefully we get those guys back by Saturday, but we're going to have to play that by ear. We have obviously some guys with some orthopedic things that I think you guys are aware of that won't be playing.
In other news here on Tuesday, Frost addressed the status of Ole Miss transfer Breon Dixon, who still awaits word from the NCAA if he'll be cleared immediately eligible for the 2018 season.
No, I think he's part of a bigger group that left another university, and I think that's kind of an ongoing discussion with the other guys that transferred other places and him. I think they're all kind of getting bunched into one group. And I don't think that decision's been made yet. So we're kind of in a wait-and-see mentality right now.
And besides a guy like Dixon, another fresh face Nebraska's hoping to get major contributions from in 2018 is redshirt freshman Javon McQuitty, who sat out the 2017 season with a knee injury. You
know, Javon has really turned a corner the last two practices in my mind. Watching him, he's starting to get it, starting to understand, starting to play with some pace and detail his work, and I've seen more plays out of him in the last couple of days, so I'm excited about his development.
It's going good. I have difficulty sometimes just because I'm young. You know, I didn't really play last year, so, you know, just getting used to the speed and just guys being big and strong as me. But other than that, it's going real good.
How do you feel health-wise? I mean, do you feel like you're back?
Yeah, I feel amazing. I mean, I've been feeling good since December. So, you know, they just wanted me to be slow because, you know, the season was coming to an end, and it was a long time till spring, so I've been feeling good for a while now.
Meanwhile, on the defensive side of the ball, there continues to be a heavy emphasis on forcing turnovers, and sometimes that means even going a little bit past the whistle.
You feel more of a savage. You feel like you have to go. You know, that's what he makes you feel like. He's like, okay, the play's not done. You think you just made a tackle, it's done. You got to do more. You got to do more. You got to do more. He's setting the standard for us. We have to get turnovers. We have to go after the ball. And sometimes it's going to be luck, and sometimes it's going to be, you know, just technique and our skill. But you have to get it. And so you feel like the play is never done. Even in practice, someone tags someone off, you still running like a savage after the ball carrier. So that's how it feels.
Does it get pretty heated at times?
Oh, yeah.
Defensive guys are going at the guy.
Sometimes I just want to throw the offensive player to get the ball. So, you know, that's why I say it just makes you feel like a savage. You got to keep on going and getting after it.
And arguably the most veteran group on that defense right now is the defensive line. And there's a guy returning in Freedom Akamaladun who could be a 4-year starter, and he's trying to really use that experience and knowledge to help the younger players in this program.
Well, for me, just in the D-line room, I tell them, hey, I actually tell them, hey, this is my last year, and I'm going to push y'all to the best that I can. I'm going to make sure y'all watch film. We do the smallest details, work the smallest details. For when we get on the field, we perform the best that we can. Because I know that next year I'm not going to be here. But I want to make sure that when I leave, they have Carlos, Khalil, and other people who say, yeah, we learned this. We have to do this technique. This is how we did it the year before because this is how the seniors taught us, or seniors led us to do it.
And one of those guys he's working with especially is redshirt freshman Damian Daniels.
Last year, I was really worried about getting better and stuff like that. And like now, since I'm actually probably going to be sitting in the field this year, I'm really focusing on like getting to from the ball and then like really dialing in on all the plays.
And finally, a lot of these guys can see the light at the end of the tunnel as it all ends on Saturday with the red-white spring game.
Yeah, I'm ready to play. I just want my family to see me play. You know, it's been like almost 2 years, so I just want my mom and grandma and dad and all them to see me play. So, yeah, I mean, I'm real anxious.
Just knock off the dust, the rust, all that. This time through, last time through, it was just, you know, to show everyone that I belong here and that I could play in the Big Ten and play, you know, top football. So now it's to knock off the rust and get ready for our opponents in August. I mean, September and all that.
I think I'm gonna enjoy it. You know, like first time like being actually back in action, stuff like that. And I think it's gonna be a good time.
It's been a long ride. I know that for a fact. Coming to the last spring ball, I don't know. It seems real, but it seems fake at the same time.
In injury news, one of the players that's been out the last several practices for Nebraska is wide receiver J.D. Spielman as he's battling illness. With the Huskers in Lincoln, I'm Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com.